Welcome back to Workers and Resources. Last time we left off with Camennari starting up production proper, with the food factory and the distillery running at good operational speed, but we still need to pick up the pace. We also started sending a second train over here to deliver crops, so that both factories may run production throughout the year at full efficiency. And that's the hope. The trains will be our crop storage in the area, with the warehouses hopefully taking care of any intermediate time where maybe both trains are not available in the area. I should set this to... no, this is set to 25%. Should be right. But yeah, today we are going to work on a clothing factory setup, which has been created right next to the train station on the other side. And that will receive its own town of approximately 4 buildings, give or take, to handle the need of workers that we have for that setup. Wow, you can really put them close together. Oh my... Well, we'll see. Probably not. Let me not forget about waste management in this area. Small one should be fine. Right in front of the main entrance, I guess, since we're not going to use roads anyway. Everyone's in walking distance. We still need a few more buildings for this, but yeah, those can come when we're ready to have them, I guess. Don't really want a road through here because I can't have one. Or there. Same. We could have a road through here. No, we're not gonna have a road through here. We have our entrance and we're gonna stick by it. I want at least one more residential building, I think. A lot of trains waiting too long, what's the issue? What the hell happened here? Also, why are you not moving? So, this is showing red, that's normal. This is wrong. All of these signals are still remnants from like previously. So you ignore red, keep on going. I'll have to remove... I guess there's a signal missing here to make that work with such a signal. Yep, that can hold a train, that can hold a train, and either of these can hold a train. Okay. Should be fine. We're still running brick imports. No, we're exporting bricks. Wait, what? I'm confused. What are you doing? Supposedly you're unloading bricks, but you don't look like you're unloading bricks. Okay, now you are fixed. Resolve that. I need to work on the loyalty and happiness of our citizens. I need to pay more attention on that. Even if they're all complaining and not showing any problems, something must be wrong. In this case, the life expectancy is really low. We don't know about the loyalty. I don't know why the life expectancy is low. My assumption... Oh, wait a minute. No, we have hazardous waste storage here. That is fine. These storages don't appear to be too full. They should also be fine. Something seems like it might have ticked over. Should I just get another technical service? Is our technical service not sufficient enough? That could be the reason. We have 2 garbage trucks here though. I should be able to handle that area with 2 of them. So you want me to pay more attention to you, but I don't know what to go by. It all seems fine. Next one. Canennari. Sure. We actually know your loyalty, it's 25. Some people complaining about kindergarten. We might have to build a larger one, especially if we're intent on increasing birth rate every now and then. Or we could just let it be and not use that. But what are you complaining about? Low loyalty. Your lifespan is fine. I guess we're gonna get a large monument. We only have a small statue here. Congratulations, you have earned yourself a large monument. Also useful for our university in the area. There you go. You're welcome. Camennari, they just moved in. We haven't set up the monuments around these residential buildings yet. And they are probably going to be enough. Set up these 3. Electricity problem for a short moment when we ran out of money and I didn't notice. Oh my god, so many messages. We can take out a loan and still be within half our range of money. Like the limit of like total amount owed and total amount of money you can borrow being at most even is like something that I try to stay with. Once I start going over that limit, things are going into kind of an emergency mode. Because your expenditures are creeping up quite quickly. Seems like we did a food import. Alright, we have 2 crop trains here now. One of them will leave after unloading 100 tons, and then the other one will still be available. So they should now be in a cycle where they can continue running like that. I think the production is quite good. Still needs to be a bit faster, but we should be exporting food now. Why did we import food? Did we fill up that storage, I guess? Let's see. We should only import from Baraslav if we drop below 10%. So we have enough room to produce back up to what we need. And we're only exporting alcohol right now. And we're only importing food. If we don't have enough. Okay, another building, Vavkovich. That is our singular building over here. Looks like the tree cutting has done quite a number on this area, so I'm gonna replant some pines. But what do you want? Loyalty of 17%. Unable to do sport. 17%. Okay, you're also getting a large monument. Apparently everyone gets one these days. Feels like way too much overkill. But what can you do about 17% loyalty? I mean, what should I do? Let's put this to 3 workers. Just in case there's any outage issues. Criminals in Sasalis. That can affect loyalty and happiness. We do have a police station in range, but... Sasalis grocery store and Sasalis bus stop, so yeah, we're handling that. We're handling that fine. Do we have issues with our prison? Yes. We don't have enough workers in the prison. Don't have enough workers here at all. Hello, Pedersen. Thank you. Guess we can do that. And then... we'll get 2 more residential buildings set up here. And hopefully we can provide some more workers for this, since it seems to be fluctuating a lot and prisoners are escaping because of it. Okay, Camennari, our new town. We're working on some extra monuments, that's fine. Old Camennari. We've also set up a new statue here. Tribosia, what is your problem? We do have a large monument covering almost anyone, but yeah, loyalty is quite low. Reconstruction is in process. What's your situation, Mr. Reconstruction? Where did the road crane go again? What the hell? What's happening to my road cranes? It's something is stealing my road cranes. I'm sure of it. And there's one missing in here now too. Well, you can also help with reconstruction, so auto-assign yourself to reconstruction. I don't know who's taking away our road cranes. Is it listed in here, like the history? Old vehicle, W50 road cranes. No, nothing recent. I don't know where they went. Couldn't tell. Brospin. Loyalty has been going down a lot. And I'm not sure why right now. I might have to stop with the increased birth rates. Maybe that's affecting loyalty. If we can't take care of the children, maybe that's a problem. Okay. production very well. Money is going down drastically. We're earning some money this month, but we have to repay more of that. 170,000. Oh, we're working on it. How's the sewage and water looking? Not that great. Okay, we need some workers. I think the criminals are escaping prison and probably moving back into these houses. I think we probably need another prison. We just need to make sure that enough people are working in that prison. Everyone work in that prison. Shopping center. And then if you still have people left over, go to the bus platform. It should keep the prison fully stocked with workers. Okay. Slowly working towards Tuseni, the workers for our clothing factory. I guess they're not gonna go towards Camennari, they're also gonna go to Brospin for whatever they need. And I do need a bus end station to make that happen, but only a small one. Wait, is it trying to draw a bridge connection? I'm tempted to click and see what happens. Yep, it's trying to build a bridge. Interesting. Not gonna go ahead any further and see what that looks like once it's done. Guess we'll have our bus end station right next to the bus platform, bus stop. This is a 50 zone, no speeding here. And this will be a 50 zone. Actually, is that good for fire trucks? Do they also abide by these speed limits or do they go faster? Because because if they only drive 50, that would maybe be bad for our emergency services. Okay, I need to flatten this area out more so I can put more buildings in the area. I don't need a lot more. I need a school, I need a kindergarten, and a clinic, I think. So we don't need a lot more. Clinic, small kindergarten, and a school because the area does warrant it. All buildings are in range, so I don't need any more footpaths, but we can move one through here as well if we want to. Okay, will give us a little bit more coverage with footpaths. Do need a waste storage in this area. There's our clinic. That one always, in my opinion, deserves a large storage. And the other buildings it covers is everything but the school. Okay, that should be enough. We'll probably smoothen out the hill a little bit so it looks slightly more natural, or we'll just leave it like that, I don't know. Slightly elevated plateau. Train collision that I clicked away on accident. What's the issue? Trying to go Camennari coal unloading. You can leave through here. Should be able to leave. What's the problem? Camennari. It's for the heating plant. It's important. Why can't you leave? Why does it not allow you to leave here? I'm confused. It's not hooked up. Seems like it's hooked up. Go back to the depot. I don't know. Seems suspicious. Now that I tell you to go back to the depot, you can just go through here. So you are complaining about not being able to go to Camennari, which is just our main route. I guess I did change some signals here. Let's make sure I didn't mess anything up. That seems fine. Hello Lord Steiner, thank you for the follow. Or Steiner if you prefer. That seems all okay. Shouldn't be any signal issues. So Camennari. Gravel coal unloading here. I don't see why that one would have issues, but the coal is draining, so hopefully the next train can make it. Cement plant gravel. Okay, that's one's going to coal train loading again, even though it's still full. And then hopefully this time it can go to Barislav. Barislav is... no, this time it wants to sell. Sure. Camennari coal unloading should be at 50%. Brospin heating plant. That one can be set to 30% because it has multiple storages behind it. So 30% of at least 2 storages is fine. Means 1 full storage plus some extra. But Camennari is only 1 storage that is directly connected to the heating plant. So I would prefer if we could move some coal over. Less than 10,000 for oil, that's fine. Just keep the fuel price low. That's fine. It might be costing us money, but it's also saving us money. Like, it's costing us money that we're running infrastructure to sell oil at such a cheap price, but it's saving us money because of the low fuel price. I hope the next train goes to Camennari and delivers some coal, because we kinda need it. I might have to set this up with a conveyor engine in between. Running out in the storage itself is not that great looking. I'm not sure why the train wasn't able to make it here. We'll probably replace this with another engine transfer during summer next year. Then we can shove 80 tons of coal into the heating plant itself. I guess I'll build a large heat exchanger here and hook it up to the same heating plant. Or do I build a small one again? Small one would be cheaper. Yeah, I guess we'll stick with what we've been doing for all this time, which is just putting heating plants everywhere. Let's see, that's good range. And we'll also set up a distribution office. I knew I said we could use this one, but I want to make sure that the heating plant doesn't run into any problems. So we'll just set up a dedicated distribution office as we do. This wasn't angled correctly towards the road, so I have to rebuild it. It was slightly slanted. And make sure no one moves in here once we get residential buildings up. It could be problematic if it happens during winter or late autumn or early spring. New building, that's fine. I don't want to read anything about that right now. People are moving in here. Do we have 21-year-olds without their own flat? Seems like people are moving in quite quickly. No one has escaped again yet, which is nice. Some unemployment due to small children. That's probably still because of not enough kindergarten capacity. We could replace our existing kindergarten with a larger one. Or just build another one. Money is looking pretty good. Looks like we exported something. First alcohol export. Very nice. Looks like we exported all of our alcohol. Not sure why. Oh, the limit is 3 train wagons, right? Yeah, 3 train wagons, 16. Oh, the export. The export distribution office just sends a full train here and exports everything. If we have enough. Yeah, that makes sense. Then it probably also brings an import here again at some point. But thankfully we have imports for alcohol disabled, so... What were you complaining about? Some buildings don't have a road connection with distribution office. That one? Why does that one not have a road connection with the distribution office? Wait. Are we getting coal here or not? Because that's important information. Why does that one suddenly not have a road connection anymore? Let me unassign it and reassign it. I don't know what's going on. Did I make a mistake here? It's coming in here. Seems all fine. Okay, suddenly it can't find a path here anymore. But you can find a path to this one. Just not this one. Did I do a signaling mistake? Yes, I did. Good. That resolves that issue. Good talking. Good talk. So hopefully we can get a coal delivery here soon, before we run out. I think I'll do the replacement already, and for that to happen I only need a dump truck here. And then I'll tell it to pick up coal and dump it into the heating plant directly. And then we can replace that even during winter. Just fill it up with coal. As a temporary solution. I think that conveyor is new. I don't remember that one. No complaints, very low happiness. Maybe we can check this. Death of a child, arrival to prison, crime. Lots of crime complaints. 660. Let's go into the overlay and check crimes. I mean, there was crime happening, but we took care of everything. Some crime over here. Should be covered by... Oh, okay. Maybe it's time for another police station in this area. What about you? Where's your police station? Increase capacity of police station, please. That prison is still doing okay. As long as we're reducing criminality. Maybe a town just dealing with a full-size prison. Yeah, as long as we're dealing with criminality. How's the courthouse? Did I check the courthouse? I think I forgot. We need another courthouse. Something for Camennari? No, something for Brospin. And that means we probably do need another prison. So another prison. One for Camennari as well, I guess. Right here. Yeah, we might have to move over to a full-scale prison at some point. Proper town just dealing with a courthouse and a full-scale prison. Food should be picked up here, should it not? Okay, this train needs to be... This rail distribution office needs to allow longer trains. It can pick up full loads from the food factory. Or none at all, I guess. What's going on now? Why did you not load anything? Oh, I think we imported food again, probably. Yeah, I don't want to import food. We'll turn that off. And we'll set this up to... Well, we have food warnings everywhere. We'll get a message about it. But yeah, let's not run any food imports right now. We're producing enough ourselves, I think. Maybe. Did we even import food? We did not. We imported a little bit earlier this year. No, we haven't imported any food. I don't know why the rail distribution office didn't pick stuff up correctly. Okay, I'll re-enable the food imports as an emergency measure. We should be fine. I'll also reinstitute the 60 meters of train length, so we don't empty out any storage too quickly. Yeah. Could be exporting food now. I think it's time to start exporting food. We still have crops, lots of crops. So instead of importing food, I guess we're gonna also toggle on the export. No, we have to do either. If there's more than 90%, food and alcohol are available to be exported. 170 tons, sure. Make us some money. I think the crime system is probably what's affecting his loyalty quite a bit. Courthouse started running over with cases. So a new courthouse will solve that. Then we need a new prison to catch all the cases. Don't do mud roads and barely do gravel roads, thank you. Yeah, we can be exporting a lot of food. Okay, that's gonna be really good for us because food has gotten quite expensive. Thank you for that 0.001 ton of food there. Maybe 80% wasn't so bad as an export limit. So how much is that? 170 tons. Wait a minute. I thought I paid way more when I imported food. But I probably imported much larger quantities. Yeah. Slightly more than 500,000 for almost 1,000 ton. It'll add up over time for sure. We'll ignore the loyalty and happiness warnings until our new justice system is in place. Okay, let's set it to 80%. Oh, something wrong with the soundtrack. Sync pull, load 80% instead of 90. Not Singapore. Baraslav. %, please. Let me check something. Nope, still seems fine. Okay, sewage has been hooked up here. So those constructions have finished. I wanted to also hook up the water pipe to this one. It's not urgent, so we won't do it. But at some point I want to move that water supply over there as well. Okay, we shifted a bunch of coal into the heating plant. Do we get any train here? No, because I didn't set it for unloading. So please bring some coal. Thank you. And we'll make the transition to change the conveyor. To have an engine transfer in between. So it keeps the storage inside the heating plant full, so if this one throws a warning message about not enough coal, we still have some time to react instead of this immediately stopping production. There's no coal available? This one's still complaining about mixed waste. I did build a technical service here that was supposed to deal with that. So let's get it on the case. Only really mixed waste for you over here. And I guess hazardous waste as well. So we've been running out of coal slowly because this can't keep up with clearing the waste. Where's our other technical service? You're waiting to be repaired. Okay. And you're transporting mixed waste. Well, I hope 4 extra trucks will be enough to run our coal production again, because it's sorely needed. Camennari is running on like the last bits of coal it has. And it needs more coal. Rosbin should have enough coal. Yes, it's using some for brick production, but there's plenty of coal here. I don't know about the other ones. Like, all of these should get it from Rosbin, so they shouldn't have any issues. But like the heating plant for Almavari is picking up the coal directly from the source. So thankfully we're now producing coal again. That looks very weird. Didn't look like coal with the lighting. But it is. Okay. coal production is running again. Yes, we're out of coal now. We're waiting on a train delivery. Coal is piling up, so one delivery should be made soon. And this shouldn't be an issue. But this is our last. This is the remaining coal we have. Also have a new heating plant over here. Once the coal delivery are on point again, we can also bring some to said heating plant. Huge import again. Electronics, of course. Electronics is getting very excessive. If we get 2 more villages / towns up, I will spend research on loyalty restrictions for university education, I think. For our most loyal citizens. Any coal? Anything? Thank you for the iron export, I guess. What about coal? Gravel. Oil. All of it are going around for gravel. And not even export, which is good. But we need a coal delivery. I don't want to start carrying coal manually. Okay, the train for the gravel is coming back. Might need another rail distribution office. Prospin and Camennari could probably do with dedicated distribution office for coal. I mean, the deliveries shouldn't have to happen that often. Okay. You tore down the conveyor engine. Work. Now I can't see it because it's too dark. That'll work. Okay. Is there a delivery coming? Yes, there is. Full train load. Alright, that'll save the heating plant. What about the courthouse? Courthouse is up and running, catching up with cases. Very good. I assume these settings transfer between courthouses, right? Yes. Very good. Two courthouses will last us a little bit. And the prisons are gonna run full now. With all of the new sentences. And that's where the new prison is gonna come in. And hopefully it will finish construction soon. Our electronics chemical warehouse is on fire. Okay, it's been extinguished. There is a decent chunk of money in this warehouse, probably 800,000. So we have chemicals, 100,000. Yeah, electronics are super expensive now. That's a goal to work towards, unlocking that research. But it would also be kinda high tech. Decent number of workers in here, very good. Waiting on asphalt. Well, we have a few dump trucks in the vicinity, but I guess they're busy with other things right now, like transporting gravel, making footpaths for Tuseni. So let's speed things along a little bit. We're working on loyalty issues. We're dealing with crime. Hopefully effectively. After the clothing factory, I might have to throw in a city that just deals with all prisons. Just a city that grows the more prisons we have. Train station bringing in food, or even just trucks picking it up from Brospin, and then workers, a few workers per prison, like building and then another prison, etc., etc. Crime and justice. Every crime scene was investigated. No, every crime scene had a police. 13 crimes were not investigated, probably because they ran out of time, and then no verdict. So these were the issues we're trying to deal with. The new courthouse should deal with the verdicts not being issued. But which ones were the police issues? Do we have police stations that are running into capacity issues? You're fine. You're not fine. Yeah, we need a police station into Tuseni to take over your duties. That's all okay. You're not okay. Definitely not okay. More police. You're fine. We increase the police over here, which doesn't really reach into Camennari, but I think we're gonna catch up on these issues. It was just a matter of the courthouses being overworked, I think. I think we're gonna be fine in this area. I don't want to build another police station. But yeah, you need to pick up the pace and work on the problems in your area. I might also build a technical service over here. I also built kind of in the way of a train line coming down here, but we can still go past this area. But yeah, let's just build a technical service over here for road clearing and waste handling. And also water. If there's water needed, this technical service will do that as well. As long as we're not doing electronic imports, we're fine. A clothing factory will be really helpful. And then we should be pretty good in regards to our most expensive imports. We did a huge import of clothing because we filled our warehouse up. Steel, electronics, we can't do anything about. We tried to do steel by exporting high quantities of iron ore, but it doesn't seem to affect the steel price too much. Food, we've started on. Fuel, we're driving the fuel price down, keeping that nice and low. We can still do meat production. And then liquid fertilizer, we can't do prefabs. We imported some amounts of bricks, I guess. Probably next to Camennari reconstruction projects, probably. No more alcohol imports. Oh yeah, we could do something with fertilizer, I guess. What about the food factory? Isn't that waste running full? That waste is running full. We haven't set that up yet either. Bring the bio waste here. I'm gonna pick up all the biological waste and dump it in to the farm fertilizer dump, so it may convert into fertilizer. And if that's not enough, we have to either build a composting plant or just build more dumps so it can convert more easily. I don't think 4 trucks are gonna be quite enough. Especially because of the long travel distance, but maybe they are. Just gotta wait for them to arrive and we can make the appropriate settings. What else do we have? Burnable waste and other waste. Yeah, I guess this could just be... This should just be bio-waste. I mean, the distribution office can help. Where are the trucks? There they are. Bio-waste. Here. You may also unload fertilizer in here if you want. Is that working? Or do I need to set it like without checkboxes? I shouldn't need to, right? Just gotta wait for them to refuel. And then mixed waste is just going to be transported to the train station at Rospin. Doesn't look like anyone's transporting it. So the bio-waste does not seem to work. Load any waste from here, so you're at least going to pick up the mixed waste. And I guess we're going to set up another distribution office. Yeah, probably have to relocate them. I think we're gonna be fine if I can set all of these to biological waste. Because I don't need to deal with the mixed waste that remains in this building. This is already handled by technical services. I really only want to handle the biological waste and put it into a dump to turn into fertilizer. Composting plant isn't that expensive. Just requires some chemicals to run. And it says 25 workers, but that's like if you want to make 25 tons of fertilizer a day, which is way too much. getting a lot less loyalty and happiness warnings. So I think more courthouses and police stations helped. Let's make sure we get the prison up. So we're also ready for a higher influx of potential inmates. Let me check if the maintenance office lost its crane again. No, it still got its crane this time, okay. Very nice. At least something. The road has been constructed. Almost completely. Could get rid of these dirt roads, but I'll leave them up until everything has been built. Slowly removing all potential for mixed waste to enter this. So yeah, I guess 4 trucks would be enough. See if I can turn this factory connection around, wait for them to empty out the last bit of waste, and then turn the last container into biological waste as well. And then see if we can use these trucks to transport for bio waste into a fertilizer dump. Loyalty in Camennari. We're building monuments. They're not up yet. Well, some of them are. Hopefully that will improve loyalty as time goes on. Prison is up. We do need supplies here. And we also need another truck for frozen goods. Okay, bring meat, food, and clothing here. And we'll deal with the prisoners. Oh, it's too much, too much. Supplies are coming here soon, don't worry. Just a few more days, they can wait that long, right? Okay, investigations are keeping up again. But yeah, police station will be moved over to this area. Gotta be careful with the range though. Because the police station from here only reaches that far, and if I build it here, it would only reach to the police station over here. And I kind of needed to reach towards the fire station and the heating plant. So I guess I could build it up here on the road as a compromise. We haven't planned electricity yet. Water, sewage, the usual stuff. That's a lot of prisoners, still no supplies. At least they're happy about it. Supplies should be incoming though. Heating connection, water, sewage, electricity. There we go. Now they don't starve anymore. Yeah, I think the forest makes the road look way more natural. Having this dense forest here makes this look like not look that silly anymore. I made it that way because I wanted to move up the mountain at a gradual slope. I want to see what it looks like in first person, so this one's moving to Singriopol. So we're gonna go into first person view and I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit so it doesn't blow anyone's eardrums out when I switch into first person. I want to see that. I want to see the slope up the mountainside and going over the crest. I haven't seen that one in first person yet. I like it. Oh yeah, that looks awesome. Wow, that view. And to think that we only polluted the lake a little bit with the sewage from the water, from the food factory and the distillery. And there's gonna be a whole new town here soon. And then there's a 50 zone here, forcing you to slow down quite a bit. Let's turn back up the sound. Maybe the 50 zone is a little bit much. Probably don't need that. That one I will leave as a 50 zone. But for this one we could probably reduce it to just a village. 50. Yep. Okay, we emptied out the last waste storage, so now this is all biological waste only. Can flip this over again to store biological waste here. Very slowly. And then we're not gonna handle mixed waste anymore, but do you unload biological waste if I set it up like that? Doesn't look like it. What if I set the checkbox for it? Oh man, come on. Why won't you transport? Guess we would have to do the bio dump somewhere else. I want to try it. Oh. We do have a lot of time. We'll transport all the biological waste over once the fertilizer has been used up. The farm does have an internal storage, so 135 tons. And then 270 tons outside for biological waste. Seems like it could work. I have to see if that does work. Wonder if I should plop down some more trees. More concrete. One concrete mixer trying to deal with all of that. Let me get the concrete mixer construction office and set it to 3 kilometers. That's not going to be enough. But I just realized that maybe some of these are set to too short of an auto search range. And I will pick up that one and assign it for reconstruction, to deliver more concrete here. Hopefully. If our concrete plant is still working, of course. Yes, it is. All the concrete mixers are currently busy. That's why no one was driving to the grain silo right now. Okay, let's take another look regarding happiness. Only one complaint about culture. Happiness is down at 47. Plenty of monuments. Way too many monuments, I'd say. Waste doesn't seem to be an issue here. There's plenty of storages. 2 of them need to be hazardous waste here, though. Okay, I don't know. I think happiness is improving. I think that was just a temporary fluke. Maybe it was the hazardous waste running full on the clinic. And the new storage will prevent that. The difference of like industrial area versus residential area is staggering. I like it. Alright, so we're not running fertilizer import anymore. At least we shouldn't be. But I will disable the fertilizer import for now. And see once we empty out the fertilizer storage what it'll look like when we drop our own bio waste in here. I don't think it wants to combine the waste in there for some reason. Yeah, just load and unload anything. There's only biological waste available here. And you should only dump it. Maybe if I assign them anew? Maybe it still remembers there being mixed waste in these. Load anything. And dump it here. Nope. Well, we'll set up a dedicated distribution office and then we'll wait until the storage is empty to see if it then starts hauling bio waste over. I really like this new setup of the train yard. It's very clean. Can have a very large train yard with 6 trains. I think I would like to try that for chemical plants. But chemical plants wouldn't allow any intermediate storage, so it would only be the trains that would hold the resources. Tuscany slowly being built up. In combination with our clothing factory, hopefully it's gonna put us back in the green, allow us to repay our loans. The amount of money we can borrow went up quite significantly, and we did repay some of our loans. I could probably combine everything into... Yeah, let's combine stuff because the interest rate is lower than our current loans. So we're gonna repay that. Wait for the game to do another tick, I guess. With a little bit more money I could also repay another loan. Let's do that. That 4.5, very good. Do that one. Another 4.5. And another 4.6. So now we have 800,000 in the bank, 8 million rubles owed. 132,000 rubles per month repayment, and we got low interest rates from the remaining loans. one substation to do everything. Okay. Still need monuments in the area. You always need more monuments. I would like a radio station, please. No one moves in here, right? Yeah, okay, that one's already deactivated. So I guess another town around this corner, maybe nestled in back here, is going to be the prison complex. So just preemptively 2 or 3 prisons, allowing us to tear down these smaller ones and relocating everyone down here. And then a courthouse. So just everyone goes to prison here. Right next to Messina. Our technical university town. To be. How are the courthouses doing? That's looking good. How are you doing? You're also looking fine. Okay. Police station. I think you're fine. I see no case where the investigation is lower than the statute of limitation, even though the chance to solve is pretty low. We're running through the cases, and things should improve. When we solve a few, future cases are less likely because the people are going to be in prison for a while. Okay, so yeah, I guess prison town. How much do I need for prison? Not that many, right? 70. Okay, that is quite a lot. But it's gonna be a relatively small town anyway. So 210 workers per prison, pretty much. It's like gonna be a hotel town, except for the people that stay here can actually work for you. And I don't really need any loyalty boosting buildings for the people that live here. Not sure what they're gonna do when they stay here, but we'll see. Oh, maybe this is the time where I can actually use the fences. I haven't used fences yet. That's something that I can do. I wonder if I'm building on top of very precious resources. Let's just give it a cursory glance. No oil. No iron. Well, iron and coal is not that precious. There's coal here, so prison buses into coal, I guess, maybe. Slopolutsk, maybe. I think 2 prisons is gonna be enough. And if we need to extend it, we will do that in time. But yeah, let's set up a fence around the perimeter. Unexplored territory, fence gate. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares between the prisons. The town name will have to be relocated, but yeah, it's gonna be fenced in by a pretty high wall. Let's try and set this up neatly. It's not going to be centered because the prison gate, the fence gate isn't. So yeah, prison complex. I don't think I left enough room on this side. I did not. All right. And then we need 210 workers per building, 420. Three of these. 240, 340, 510. This is gonna look as dystopian as well, dystopian is like, this is not intended to look pretty here. This is not symmetrical. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So like that. That looks fine. Still a lot of warnings if I'm not paying attention. At least it feels like it. Okay. So definitely a small shopping center again with a warehouse. It will get its own water, sewage and electricity, for sure. We don't need to be stingy with space here. This is only a one-purpose town. They might even get their own cinema, so they can work more efficiently. They might get everything, even though there's not many people here. There might be a rail line bringing resources to this place. But then again, they could just drive it in from Brospin with a distribution office. So I don't have too many rail lines, plus Messina is supposed to have a rail distribution anyway. And I guess maybe that one will happen over here and then they can share that. But this town is going to happen before Messina. Down into the dip, all following the road here. Also need electricity, definitely need a 6 times high voltage switch. Megawatt is still gonna be plenty. Let's think about that. Probably go through here instead. There we go. Power line. And then there will be a transformer next to the town. On the entrance somewhere. This will definitely need a secret police, because they're handling a prison. Not sure it's gonna be that secret, but you know. We need one. The bus stop down a little bit. Regular police as well, fire station, clinic. Small one. Small one is gonna be enough. And yes, I think I'll receive their own cinema. Or they receive, I don't know, propaganda movies about how to properly treat everyone. But maybe not directly behind the shopping center where there's supposed to be a warehouse for resources. And we could also use this warehouse as a storage for materials to be picked up for the prison. And we'll have water, sewage, electricity. You will get your own electricity inside the prison. Underground wire. Then we'll have one outside. we still need sport facility. I'll get in... Can we give them something else? Sports hall. Palace of Dynamo, no. I think an indoor pool is gonna be fine and nice for them. We have the clinic, we have the police station, we have the fire station, secret police, small shopping center, storage for small shopping center. We have a decent chunk of room to put in monuments, I think. That should give us good walking distance to reach everything, I think. Yeah, that's easily everything. And then they also need to reach their workplace. I should set that area up. Minus monuments, minus water and sewage for the area, and heating. Can't forget about the heating, but it's just going to be a small heating plant for the buildings and the, well, heating. We could run this heating plant on just prisoners, but I think there would be a slight flaw with that. What if we don't have any prisoners? That could run into trouble. Maybe we'll have a heating plant that is within walking distance of our buildings, and then we actually have a small heat exchanger for the prisoners. Prisons don't need that much heat, right? 15 cubic meters is not a tiny amount, but We don't have that many people here, so it's gonna be fine. What we don't have yet is a pub. And that would fit in to round off this road, I guess. Okay. Prison town, pretty much. Schlopolask. And lots of loyalty and happiness warnings. It's fine. Oh my god. I'm so tempted to reduce the loyalty stuff for citizens, because I need to save up some research to get the radio station. That would remove everything, I think. At least the main concerns. Okay, we do need a heat yes. We do need a small heat exchanger here. And we can probably hook the footpaths back up here. Sharing this? No. Hello, Rupin. Thank you. Okay. I think now we have everything. Minus the water and sewage tanks for this area. And of course the monuments, but monuments will come last at some point. It'll be interesting to see what the wall looks like. I've never built one. Not even for testing, I don't think. I want to see if they interact with other things. Nope. Can't hook up footpaths. Can't hook up roads. Can you hook up a wall to a wall? Yes. I wonder how they would get built. I guess we could make another gate here. And also gate in this community. But I think that would feel a little bit weird. So we're not gonna do that. Didn't lose any money in that time, actually made some money. Or at least, yeah, 40,000 minus the monthly loan repayments, not bad. So we're earning money while we're repaying our loan. Oh, I have an idea for the factory connections. We cancel that demolition and tell it to only be able to unload here. So it also pushes crops into the distillery. And let's do the same thing for this one. I forgot that these ones were set to demolish. So we can use the crop storage in these. But we're not going to send individual trains here for trying to pull out the food. So now we have a little bit more storage for crops. Because I think the distillery was sometimes running without. That's going to be helpful. Internal storage of coal is now full. Don't need our distribution office anymore to be assigned to that, and the dump truck in there is, I guess, kinda redundant for now. Well, not redundant, but unnecessary. So we'll relocate it to a vehicle depot to maybe be used in a vehicle replacement. That reminds me, I should probably set up the vehicle replacements for dump trucks to take the new one instead of the old version. We're still gonna use the W50 for our maintenance offices. That's not gonna change. And these ones are used for our gravel processing plants, I think. Actually, that might not be true. I don't know what they're used for. Oh yes, those are used for gravel. Okay. No complaints? No complaints, happiness is decent, loyalty is coming back up. Okay. Seems good. We actually have some 21-year-olds without their own flat. So population growth has finally reached that point. We're at 11,000 people living in our republic. Very good. First clothing factory is up. Slowly starting to build all of this. We still need to hook up the warehouse with a road and rebuild one of the power lines for some reason. Hooray for planning. Okay. So just for like ease of visualization, stuff is gonna move into the fabric factory, from there into the clothing factories, and from there back into the warehouse. And we'll need chemicals and fabric and water. Okay, I'm starting to like to see those numbers, and with clothing production I think it's gonna look even nicer, because we will probably be able to start exporting that as well. There was an electricity issue, I assume it was a fire on a transformer. I still want to rework that pipe. Let's do it right now. It means the water trucks will have to carry water now, but we're not consuming that much. And then the passive pressure from the water tower will handle the rest, and the pump can focus on just pushing water into the tower. We have both of these connections set up. It's a nice fly. There's a fly in my room and it's driving me crazy again. A different fly every day. This time I had the window closed the whole day because it was too warm. I have to open the window again soon. No idea where that one was hiding. Three loyalty pop-ups, always moving the window. Okay, we've run through a few crops, but this is going to fill up again. Similar to Singapore, I might have to set up a warehouse for more food storage, because this doesn't seem to be a reliable storage if we're also running export off of it. How's the coal waste? Is that one resolved? Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, we could tell you to recycle now, so construction waste. Just export that. Shouldn't be getting anything else. Some tiny amounts of biological waste, but we're just gonna dump that into the incinerator. Speaking of incinerator, how's the fertilizer storage looking? Because now the fields are being harvested, so the fertilizer is being used. We might start seeing some biological waste being moved. The storage in Camennari food factory is starting to fill up. Don't have our new distribution office yet, but soon. And we'll get the electricity back into this area. Things are slowly being built up. We already have the next town on the agenda. It will be nice having enough prison quote-unquote storage. Might be able to shut down all of the other prisons. So the clothing factories don't need anything. They just get fabric from fabric factory, turn it into clothing, push it into the warehouse. I have to smack that fly. Jesus Christ. Okay, be right back. Change of plans. Just turned on a light in a different room and hope it flies over there. And then I'm gonna trap it and beat it up. No complaints, just low happiness for some reason. No complaints here either. Waste handling is definitely enough. Also more than enough monuments, I'd say, but apparently things could be different, and I don't know what. Probably better flats. I did choose the worst flats on purpose because it was a rural area. Ah, okay, there's our distribution office. Oh, the dump trucks are moving biological waste. That means the fertilizer has been used up. Yep. And now they're gonna drop all the biological waste in this dump, and it'll slowly turn into fertilizer. If we're not supplying enough, then how much is fertilizer versus biological waste? 1.27 versus 12.2. Wait a minute. Biological waste is super cheap. How much is the how many chemicals we need? Basically nothing, and the conversion rate is almost 1-to-1. It seems like it could make a lot of money. That doesn't feel right. Wait. Yes. Is the fertilizer factory too profitable? Can we import biological waste by the train load? I mean, you do need workers, but it's not that many. That seems like an interesting strategy for a start. Like, the composting plant seems weird. Just looked at the prices and basically increases the value of the resource times 10. But yeah, we're emptying out the biological waste here now, so we can set this one up as well and move the dump trucks over. And this should slowly turn itself into fertilizer. Not sure if it can be used by the farm, but my assumption is yes. It might have to be a certain amount before it starts being used. If we could start recycling from our citizens, we could fill this up with more biological waste. But for the time being, we could just import some biological waste and store it in the fertilizer dump, so we at least have always 30% in here. We don't have enough from the food factory. Not sure what the other factories are gonna make. Those ones can be added as well, I guess. If I had left room for a connection there. But there's not. There's only one room here, and I guess over here, but we'll probably have to do that with the technical service. It was a shop out of goods. I assume it was a small capacity issue for a short moment. Goodbye, Rupping. Have a good day. Thank you. Have a schönen Tag auch an dich. Alright. Waste storage for the clinic. Storage for our citizens. You know what? I'm gonna take the settings from you and just gonna copy them over here, because then I have all the source settings. Food, alcohol, electronics. Don't need that. all that. Oh, that'll help. That was easy to set up. Don't have electricity yet, but I just need to finish the wire, and then the meat won't rot. Should be doable. It's almost done anyway. Out of fuel. Okay. Well, there's a cistern trailer incoming, and it just arrived, but that was curious. Must have been a lot of refuels going on at the same time. I did want to set up a fuel tank over here, didn't I? Just so we have a local fuel storage. Increase the priority of the wire. Come on, get that done. It's easy. Before the refrigerated truck gets here. Or slightly after is fine too. Oh, I guess we could move the dump truck over here. Then haul coal from the local coal storage into the heating plant. So I guess this time if we open up the town for people to move in, it'll start running right away because we have people actively waiting to move into this area. So all our buildings are actually filled. There was a missing resource food warning. What the hell? How did you get in that block? That's a chain signal. I don't know. Rostbin heating plant, no food. I assume it's you, yes. All food's coming, don't worry. It was just a minor traffic incident with the trains for some reason. I also need buses to run the bus route. Get those here to be ready. Second clothing factory is up. Working on the fabric factory now. Also need to start working on the warehouse. It's probably... I need to switch the factory connection so it doesn't fill the warehouse with just crops. That would be unfortunate. We need to set up the limitations first. How's the food situation? Okay, we have some food. Good. Complaints about drinking water? We're on it. That one has been demolished in the meantime, so we can also build that one. Remove that pipe. The pump would probably help fill trucks faster, but I want everything to be hooked up to the water tower with passive water pressure. We need more water. The water trucks can't keep up. Electricity has been established, very good. Didn't lose too much meat. Now, I also need walking access to the heating plant. That's good enough, that's 3 out of the 4 buildings. So we should be ready to just move people in as soon as the the walking access has been established. We can move 2 police cars in there and then relocate the other 2. So that one is also ready to start. I guess we do need an oil tanker, because we do have a bus end station. we'll have a dedicated oil tank here soon. We'll wait on that. And run the bus end station without fuel for the time being. Bus end station into bus stop, loading anyone but workers into Brospin. Yeah, we haven't been producing food now, have we? Maybe I should do an import. Let's do an import. Okay, the train for the food import is on its way. We only need one. Our pipe should be up very soon, and then production may continue. Yeah, it's only missing steel. This will need chemicals. Dedicated truck carrying chemicals, I think I'll do. Slow usage, 0.5 tons a day. Internal storage will last us 12 days at full production. So the truck has 12 days to get more chemicals if it runs out. Electricity being re-established. Let's increase the priority on this thing. I need food production stat. $310 people ready to move in as soon as we give it the go-ahead. And that means we also need to increase the priority of this footpath. Not the side entrances, I think we will be able to reach even without those. That'll be shortening the travel distance a little bit. The walking distance. Here's our food import. I hope it gets distributed to Brospin soon. The shopping centers don't have that much internal storage. But food production should resume soon. Steel is now present. 2 buses and 1 road crane are on their way. fuel tank in here should give a warning if it runs empty. Fuel storage is important. And I think the pressure evens out between the fuel tank and the... yeah, it does even out, okay. So we don't need a pump in between that. And I don't have to run the diesel station at, like, always full. There's a food delivery. Enjoy. More coming soon. All resources ready for the warehouse. So this area is pretty close to being set up to run. We then still need to carry the workers from Duceni over to the factory area. But first up, we're going to set up the route to Brospin. And then get the buses to do the second one. Yeah, that gas station is being used quite frequently, so we need to have a dedicated local fuel storage other than the gas station. This could become a problem during winter now with the gas station. Travel distances being longer and all. So hopefully we'll finish that construction soon, fill it up with fuel by truck. And then the local issues with the fuel supply for the gas station will be gone. Or we bring fuel to the Camennari bus end station. I heard bringing fuel to a bus end station also helps deal with that. Okay, footpath being constructed. I'll just drop them in here. There's no need to wait, I don't think. Assign you to the bus end station to bring fuel here. We don't have fuel yet, but we'll get one soon. That was probably an electronics import. Pretty sure. Alright, last footpath. This is Stalinek in range somewhere. Driving here manually. The other 4 buses, well at least 3 of them, are gonna go bus end station, only picking up educated workers and bringing them to the clothing factory area. Still not quite done with it, still waiting for the warehouse. But once the warehouse is set up, everything is ready. Water just got set up, meaning that our food factory is working again. And this pipe has been established again as well. Alright. Footpath is down. We can have people move in now. So let's open up the area. And hopefully we didn't forget anything. We have all shopping goods. One thing I don't have yet is... Where's the pub? Well, I do need a fire truck though. I don't think we have a pub yet. But that can be built later. We also need an ambulance. But I think otherwise it's ready. So... It'll be cold. Go to the heating plant ASAP. But drop in. Enjoy. And this police station is now obsolete. Oh crap. Is that building not in range? Yes it is, okay. I was worried. It didn't show a heating line to the last unconstructed residential building, but it is in range. Okay. Bus route to the factory. And then we need a few more buses carrying workers, or people on their free time to Brospin, to study, to do whatever. But first up, more importantly, let's set up a pub. Sure, that'll do. Fuel storage ready for construction. Hopefully we'll get it soon. Don't want to run into any fuel issues here. Okay, I'm gonna demolish that police station again. Maybe a football playground as well. Don't have any sports facility here for summer. Let me check the waste storages. There is waste in here, fire station, so that one doesn't seem to have the waste storage attached to it. And then the heating plant itself also will get one. But you have a connection, yes. Good. I think that means another research point. Thanks to Duseni. I'm thinking of setting that one up for loyalty requirements for university education. Right now we're giving it to everyone. And we have a very high saturation of university education, but I don't know if that's good for us. Everyone will have access. And we could also run one from here? No. Then I guess not. Okay, so the research I'm thinking of is down at the Red Sciences. This one. Favorite members, parking members. Doesn't do anything for us, we don't have like any parking lots, but it leads to education for most loyal citizens. And that's the one I'm thinking of doing. Would require 2 researchers, so we could get that one if we continue further on into the area of the prison town, and I think we're going to do that. So favorite parking members. I'm going to research that right now. Warehouse has been set up here. 3 clothing for 1 crop. It's a lot of clothing. We need 20 tons of crops compared to 42 and 30, so less crops. But yeah, now we can open up the storages here. Immediately filled. 300 seconds of lap time would be 5 buses. We have 6 now. So hopefully that'll get the citizens to be happy. We don't have enough workers here yet. Ambulance not arrived in Camennari. Where is our clinic? It does have an ambulance. It's out of fuel. Because that is out of fuel. Because that hasn't been built yet. Well, we're working on it. Heating problem. Where was there a heating problem? Why do I always click everything away that quickly? Because there's too many pop-ups. That doesn't have enough heating, it looks like. At least when it gets really cold. That's all fine. It's all nice and red and hot. That all seems to be okay, so... Seems like we have some heating issues in Camennari. Over on this side. Nothing urgent yet, I would say. Can we build this, please? More workers. I also kind of need workers to show up here and work in the clothing factory, but take your time, it's fine. Ah, there it is. Very good. Not so good. Where is the fuel? Where is the fuel? I was worried about winter becoming an issue, and it kinda has. But the fuel storage is almost up and we can bring our 5 cistern trailers to get some fuel into this area. Might be time to also upgrade them. They're still the fast ones, but they don't carry that much. Only fuel. Okay. Fuel sources are now relegated to that storage. Oh, they also ran out of fuel. Excellent. Then that's gonna be a problem. Do you have fuel? You do. Good. You're also loading fuel from here. And you're also going to bring it to that gas station. So hopefully we can get things running again before they run out of food and everything else. The gas station has priority, not the end station. Ooh, no one's going to the heating plant anymore. That's gonna be painful. That is not going to be fun for those people. That bus stop is not in range, yeah. Change of plans. Remove that bus stop. Go to the heating plant instead. Right now. Save them. Or at least a few of them. Perfect timing again. I think unemployment's gonna be the least of your problems, don't worry. Okay, heating plant's operational. So they might survive, most of them at least. And there's some fuel. We're starting things back up, don't worry. Fuel truck is on its way. Yeah. We're getting things moving. I think I need larger delivery trucks. Okay, that will get everyone moving to the gas station instantly. We have a lot of unemployment here. But yeah, as long as we can keep the fuel rolling into that gas station, things will move along. There's a few vehicles that need to refuel right now. Just a few. Okay, I guess I can now also bring fuel to the bus end station, even though there's no fuel in here yet. Oh no, there was just a delivery. That's good. Okay, heating plant's operational, things are fine. We'll let the other bus deliveries kick back in. We'll let the fuel settle in. We'll let the crime go down again. And hopefully this area will relax a little bit. We're almost out of fuel again. not selling you. I need to replace you with larger trucks. Speed up the fuel deliveries across our nation, get the largest trucks we can. But right now we need any fuel. We ran dry, so need to refuel everyone. Fuel is out again. Use the clothing factory bus stop now. Thank you. And we also need to bring chemicals here, which we already did. I don't need... I could relocate more storage for chemicals, because I do have crop storage in here. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll give us even more time for chemical deliveries. We will have to make a fuel unloading station near this area when Messina comes online, because a truck-based delivery system might run into problems. And a train-based one also might, but at least we'll have a backup. How's the fuel storage in Rosman? That one still has enough fuel. Okay, that looks much better. Fuel is now starting to settle in, and once we have like 10% fuel, 150 tons, we'll set this to 10%. The fuel trucks should all stop, and we can sell them or scrap them and get better fuel trucks, and then fill it up to 30%. Okay, that wasn't too bad, but it almost was. But it wasn't. And that's all that matters. Crisis averted. Got a lot of money. I need to keep at least $500,000 in the bank, because there could be an electronics import and I need to be ready for. Yeah, I guess we don't need any crop storage in this building. It's fine. I wonder how bad the pollution is going to be in here. This town is slightly closer to the sewage outflow than Stingriopol, but I'm sure they're going to be fine. It's not that bad, right? It's only 3 factories polluting the nearby lake. And yeah, we are making our own clothes. Not very quickly yet. They are still slowly filling up the storage for the factories. But soon we'll have our own clothing. And we definitely could add more buildings here if we need some extra workers. I think 4... shouldn't 4 be enough? Serious crime, right away. I think 4 should probably be enough. Definitely don't need that many teachers and staff. 4 will be enough. Not gonna mess with the kindergarten or the clinic. We don't have that many workers anyway. Well, I guess the kindergarten... half staff. How many crops do we have left? It's February. A very good chunk. We're probably not going to export many crops anymore once the production facilities start running full tilt. I'm also still worried that maybe the biological waste doesn't turn into fertilizer enough, or it doesn't move into the building. But it should. Wait. You can set the waste to be stored in the farm, the type of resource to be stored in the farm. Yeah, definitely don't want that to be biological waste, it wouldn't do anything. Interesting, I didn't know you could change that. Not sure why you ever would. Maybe with mods, maybe different types of fertilizer. The option is there, I guess. The ambulance should have fuel now. Yes. It's probably still from the cold snap. Anyway. We are developing towards Slopolotsk, our prison town. And I do need an unloading platform for fuel here. It's gonna be simple, like just an oil loading, unloading platform, a fluid unloading platform into an oil tank. I guess I could also have that next to some Camennari and then pipe it here directly. But no, I think for our main town, it should have its own fuel supply. Fuel trucks seem to be able to keep up, but it might be time to get better ones. So we're gonna relocate all of them to the scrapyard and get new ones. Expensive ones. And they'll have a lot of carrying capacity. They don't drive as fast, but they can carry a lot. Okay, research done. Doesn't do anything for us, but the next one will. The one that will allow us to set the loyalty limit for university education. Wow, the food factory is full, and so is the distillery. amazing. That wasn't planned. Don't see any unemployment. Amazing. Well, it's almost full. We're running it at close to full capacity. Most of the time. Could have a few more workers to make that run more consistently, but yeah, it's going really well. Let's see. We could have workers walking over here into that clothing factory. Nah, let's make sure they stay in this area. Heating plant, fire station, all handled by Camennari. And the clothing factory is all to Sending. No mixing of responsibilities. 10 workers in that fire station only, please, thank you. And 2 bar staff are going to be sufficient as well. This looks so clean for a factory design. The new warehouses are amazing. The new train stations are amazing. This looks really, really good. What's the food production like? Doesn't show. Oh, it shows it in here. Okay. 100 tons. If we do 100 tons, we would make 1,200 per year. So that's more than our consumption, I think. But that's the consumption of resources. That's not the production. That's what I'm looking for. 150 per month. So we produce 50 more food, 50% and 50 tons more food than what we actually need. Citizens. Yeah, alcohol is like 200% of 200% production, so that one can definitely go into export. And clothing production still needs to pick up. So this one requires 240, 480. Wow, 780. I was only calculating for one clothing factory. Definitely don't have enough workers for that. So we could expand with more buildings, but I think clothing might not be a thing for export right now. It would make a lot of money, yes. But I don't want to overproduce everything. Last month, 3.4 tons of clothing required. And we produced 4.4. So clothing production should also keep up over time. That means we're now independent on food, alcohol and clothing as long as we can supply enough crops, but also chemicals. We still have to import those. But the quantity of chemicals is quite low. pretty good. Seems to all be running as it should. Need to assign the demolition office on the police station. Clean up this area. The police station over here is not overworked, no, half capacity is fine. Could add one more train for crops, but right now we're running very good frequency. Like this one had like 40 tons left when the other one arrived, so only if we increase the production of the clothing factories would we need another train. Don't know if we could sustain that with the amount of crop production we have. Let's see. We can also check that. I guess we have to check it per year for crops, or calculate it down. So last year, 5,800. I'm gonna bring out a calculator and divide that by 12, which is 480, around 480 tons per month. And consumption of resources last month was 530. So we're slightly above the amount of crops we need, which might also be reduced again because of the lack of fertilizer, maybe. We have 30% fertilizer in here. I probably have to put in a proper plant, a composting plant, put the bio waste in there, and then ship the fertilizer over. So we need a village dealing with a composting plant. Do I want to handle the bio waste with trains? Would that be a thing? What are you doing here? Okay. Exporting bricks, sure. I guess we could have a train-based composting plant to always have enough fertilizer. But I think that's going to be something for next time, because we might be out of time. Thank you very much for watching. I'm glad the Camennari factories area developed the way it did. We can remove the dirt roads. The construction over here is done. The area is operational. It's making us everything we need. We're exporting some things. I might have to figure out a way to reduce the exports. Let the export trains run shorter, because at some point we're not going to have enough resources, at least crops wise. Or I have to start importing crops. Thank you, Snazzy Locker, for the follow. I appreciate it. So we might have to import some crops to compensate until I set up a new farm area, which shouldn't be too difficult. I just need to find a location. We could have a farm area over here and another fire station to help keep it safe, with a grain silo connected to the train tracks. And it's pretty convenient to set up these days. In any case, as I said, thank you very much for watching. Have a good start to your week. Have a good end to your Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, wherever you are. Take care, and as always, maybe I'll see you next time.